Good evening, guys. This is Lebanon coming to you with another video. I actually am really surprised I'm going to have to do this and everything because this is, I guess, part six of our strategy guide. And I didn't think that I was going to be doing this for a week, but there are some interesting developments and everything, and I'll explain it to you as best I absolutely can. So, when I last talked to you guys, it was, hey, please go through and try and do this, this, and this. It was like go through and gather, hit some crypts, have it to where you're going through and working on getting your hero up to level 20. And then this way we could go through and get it to where we're gradually going towards G4 and hit Arachne in order to gain the Valor points necessary in order to be able to do the next step. Well, here's the thing that developed, right? So when I started playing and everything, and I was doing a pretty good job, I had it to where I hit up the triumphal sales. Remember how I had said that I was going to get Hercules? So I went into triumphal challenge and I'd already hit level 20. So as part of that and everything, it opens up certain sales once you hit level 20 for the rewards. So as part of the sales and everything, it allowed me to go through and I got the first one, the valuable resources, and I used that on building resources. It was like 80 million in lumber, 80 million in iron, and 80 million in stone. I also got the mortar, the free one, and everything. So then I go over to the next one. And I got the Mercs, which was at $99 or whatever. So I spent 49 on the first one, 99 on the second one, and then another $99 I spent that on Hercules. So then I went through and I plugged in Hercules as one of my captains. And I also had those other Mercs that I had just gotten. Now, that whole entire thing was basically in order to get Hercules. That was my goal. So I spent $250 in order to do this. So right now I'm sitting at about roughly $1,000 that I've spent on this account. And that's pretty much like aside from Arachne, where I'll probably do it like two more sets of sales and it'll probably cost me about 300 a piece. I can easily get up to and this is an accelerated growth. You can do this in a slow way, but if you're going to spend money on this game, you have to be extremely targeted as to what you spend. Like having Hercules is a long term investment. If you don't want to, you don't have to get him. You can slowly grind it out. There's nothing wrong with that. It would take you an extra week or two to get done what I've gotten done at the very least. However, you can get it done. So I'm not advocating that you always spend money. I'm just doing this as part of this is the way that I play. Spend money when it will give you the highest upside, and then don't spend money when it doesn't really give you that much. So, like resources in this game, gather them. Don't spend money on them. Getting silver, gather it. Don't spend money on it. There's a lot of different things in this game to where you absolutely do not need to spend any money on. The only thing that you should ever spend money on in this game is Arachne Mercs. That is the only thing that is ever worth it. Other than that, don't need them. Like if you decide to do the triumphal sales and all and have it to where you go, gradually your way through this and everything. And plus, once you get up to like G7, G8 and everything, certain things are going to be unavoidable that you just have to do or whatever. But when we're talking about like triumphal, sales, it's to where I did these purely in order to get Hercules because every single level that he goes up, he gains 2% against an epic level monster. Your entire army does. That is a huge amount of difference. It basically like doubles, quadruples, and so on your attack ability in order to get valor points, which is hugely important. So I went through and I did this, right? I got, the Hercules one. I also went through and got this Merc package, and you got the valuable resources. And you have to do them in order. This one first, get the free one as a part of it, get this one second, get the free one that's a part of it, and then get Hercules and get the free one as a part of it. This is where I am stopping. If you decide to go further, don't get me wrong. These are absolutely great sales. They have times 2, times 2.5 value. Their value is incredible as the amount of money that you spend. versus what you get out of it. But just remember, also, as your guardsman level goes up, so will the value of these mercs. They'll be a higher level. This is a 6. And they'll also have it to where there will be more of them. So sometimes, if you know you're right on the cusp of getting that next guardsman level, get guardsman the natural way, and then you could spend the money on this merc package and get it in a higher, amount of dudes for it. So that's basically what I did. And as a part of that, whenever I went through and like added Hercules in, and I was bleeding out those mercs that I had, just dwindling them down, and then using the taking the ones I had gotten and also doing it, my dragon also went up. So my dragon, in order to get to the next level, I think the first level it costs like 2,500 or something like that. Oh no, it's like 3,000. The next one, I think it was 7,500. So as a part of that and everything, it gave me this, oh, would you like to do it at 4.99 and 9.99? And I did it up to the $49 one just because I know I'm probably going to need these 10,000 dragon orbs, and I'll get them also naturally. But if the first one was 3,000, the second one was 7,500, chances are we're going to be talking like 15, 20,000 or whatever is going to be my next one, which would be right here once I hit level 100. Now it does get more difficult to get up to level 100, but if I'm going to G6, chances are I'm either going to get there or I'm going to come really, really close on getting my dragon on up to 100. So now at this point, the only thing that I really do not have done, I mean, granted, as part of that one package, I got building resources, so I can level up my buildings. I also have it to where, like, I have the Valor points. Like, I went through and I bled down those mercs a little bit. Now I have it to where my guardsman wise, I am at 9 out of 10 and 9 out of 10. Plus, I still have 688 million in VP. Needless to say, I'm good to get level 4. These guys are going to be like 90 million. This is probably going to be like 110 million. Add it all up. I will still just barely make this and everything to where I think I'm going to be able to get it with the amount of VP that I have. So, with that being said, the only hiccup, and it says it right here, your academy has to be level 20. So remember how I had said before, like, in order to get Guardsman 4, you need to have your buildings up at level 20. But in order to get my my buildings up to level 20, you need to get your capital, and your capital needs a hero of level 20. So we need to get our hero up really, really quick. And I have an idea, and it's going to be a little bit stupid and everything, but I want to try and get my hero up from 15 because I claimed some achievements and everything. Now I'm at 1.3 million for my achievements or for my might points or my might already. So then if in order to get 5 more levels, I have an idea and you guys get to see me do this. So if you ever have it to where, like, let's say, Armageddon would be the best one where it has the Hydra and all the different snake heads and everything that are up on top of it. And I'm going to go through and come up with, I have an alternative, especially when you're at a lower level, that probably will do a good trick of it. So we'll see whether or not this actually works. I need to get in a fight against a monster that's powerful that would therefore get my like hero up in level. So let's see how we can do this. Now, granted, I don't know if it's going to work, but I have a strong suspicion that it will. I'm going to select monsters, and then I'm going to select heroic. Now, heroic monsters are usually something that you want to involve your, friends with and everything. So we're going to put this up. Why won't it let me move the bottom? There you go. It's like, come on, dude. All right, so heroic level 16. Oh, it's such a bad idea. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to find out. Hey, sometimes you just got to, caution into the wind. All right, so heroic all the way up here and everything, 16, because it's so far away and everything, and my march speed is so god awful slow. We're going to open a portal. Upgrade your portal master and research technologies. Wait, it won't let me do that? Oh, because I have one portal that's already open. Okay, so I'm going to close the other portal. Let's go back to this dude because I cannot send my hero up against Arachne, and there is absolutely no Armageddon anytime soon. So we're going to try and attack this heroic level monster. It should be funny. So the good rule on heroic level monsters is if your guardsman level and you multiply it by 4, it's usually what you can handle. I do not have guardsman level 4. However, I have some mercs that are 6. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but quite frankly, I don't care because I'm after the experience for it. And 5.4 million does definitely do a good bit of work. And in order to get it to where our hero is going to be up, let's see how much he needs in order to get there. So, experience points to the next level, 44,000. I'm thinking that this is probably going to do a good job on getting him on up. So we're going to find out. Let's send this attack. Now, the good thing about whenever you send an attack with, now granted, if I had another fighter and everything, because his ability applies mainly to epic level monsters. This is not an epic level monster, this is a heroic. So he's going to do me no good, but I don't have Alexander yet, so there's absolutely no harm in basically trying this. And you can see I got a lot of guys I'm going to end up fighting. So it's just like, oh well. My guys are going to die, probably very horribly. And I'm not going to revive these guys because I already have guardsman level 3, so even if these guys go along, they're just going to like fight and die. But who cares? Because I don't need them. I can replace them. All right, so we're going to start this margin. Yeah, it's going to be bad. All right. 57 seconds. Let's speed this up. 13 seconds. This is the only thing that I can think of in order to get my hero up with a quickness. And let's see how bad this is going to end up. Well, he went up to 16. And he didn't defeat it. Shocker. Yeah, needless to say, I knew I wasn't going to win that one. Don't revive stupid guardsmen. Pretty much as a rule, never revive your guardsmen if they die in a fight. Just don't. I think I accidentally, revived a catapult and everything, but oh well. All right, so he did go up and everything, but this guy is still alive, so we're going to do the really horrible thing and just attack again. Select all. Oh, I revived 18 catapults and 1 dude by accident. Oh well. Let's go through and do this again. That was weird. Heroics, the good thing about it is, as you fight these guys and everything, you can bleed down their troops if you end up managing to actually defeat some of them. And you'll gradually make the guy weaker over time. So now we're at 17. Like I said, this is a horrible idea. But I've done worse. We're deleting those. Send it again. Let's do it again. All right, so we're sending all of our guys and everything. We are trying to get this guy dead. These numbers hopefully are going down. I don't know. Either which way, I know that we're gaining experience, so that's not a bad thing. And my guy is up at 17 now. Died again. Like I said, this might not be the best idea in the world, but who am I to judge? All right, I want to get that up the rest of the way. Let's get our health up a little bit more. All right. The only other way that I'm thinking of that we could possibly do this quickly and everything is... I don't have an answer for this. You know what? I think I have a good way to do this. Hold on. Let's try this. This might make it quicker. No captains. So we're sending Spy Togor by himself. Let's see if this makes any bit of difference in everything as far as like how quickly we're going through and getting up. Now, granted, he's 50% stronger whenever he doesn't have any captains with him. He's at 18 now. Man, I wish that would have just given me enough, experience in order to be able to get there. Yeah. You guys can see that heroics, not exactly easy. Let's select all. We're going to send the captains this time. Come on, Spaya. Give me 2 more levels. $19. I really didn't want to have to wait until we get to, Armageddon in order to have it to where it's just like, okay, guys, we can finally go through and do this. Let's hope that that's the last fight because I know my guardsmen or my mercs are probably like, dude, you're killing us. Why you gotta be so mean? Granted, I am not recommending this strategy for anybody, but it's just what I'm doing. Only because of the fact that I would like to get this done so you guys can get to Guardsman 4. And it'll probably take me a while before I'm actually ready to do the next part. So if you're looking for the next part of the strategy guide, you might be waiting a while. This should be my last hit against this dude. Please, oh please, give me something. Give me a dance at the midnight. I think that's the way that the words go. I don't care. All I know is I need hero level 20. Ugh. Why I gotta base on mine? It's almost there. I'd say a comment and everything, but it's incredibly I don't know, perverted. So can't do it. This is yeah, never mind. I already know better. I don't want to get banned by YouTube. All right. Last part. Come on, just give it to me. We're almost there. Can I get some experience? But I get a biscuit. 20. Got it. Sweet, sweet, sweet. This is how without Armageddon you can get 5 levels really quickly if you're at a low level. And with that, hero or heroic level monster, you suck. I knew it was going to be bad. Didn't care. We got what we needed to. All right, so I'm going to put these tactic points to something that's going to serve me long term and everything. I know that I can put it towards battle tactics and all, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put one there One there, one there. Resource gathering speed. So I need to gather resources quicker, and this is one good way to do it. Get that speed up. Okay. Now at this point, we have a 60, a 61, a 61, and we have our hero at 20. Now, for those of you that are worried about whether or not your hero needs to be at the same level as your captain, the answer is no, he does not, or she does not, depending upon, gender of the hero, avatar, whatever. But the good thing about it is when your captains are above your hero, it makes it easier on certain type of challenges. So there is an advantage to it to keeping your hero at a low level. Only increase your hero when you know you're going to be ready to make the next jump in guardsman level. I mean, you could do it before then. It doesn't hurt in order to progress in the game and everything, but don't have it to where you're trying to do it for like, whatever the heck reason in order to be like, oh, I want my hero as high as I possibly can. Yeah, not exactly a good idea. You get put in a different division. You have it to where like certain things in the game are built around your hero's level. And depending upon your hero's level is what exactly they're going to do to you. So at this point now, we actually have it to where we can do the next phase, which is awesome. All right, so our hero is level 20. So now we can go and actually upgrade our capital. So let's go through and do this. 38 days. I told you guys, trust me, as it gets higher, it's going to get ridiculous. So we're going to go through and like these 30-day ones, I want to save them for later. So I'm going to use the 7s. And 1, 3. And then we got some 8s that we can go through and use. And a 1. And I'm just going to use 2 of those. Just be like done. All right. So now our capital is at 20. The next thing is get our academy to 20. So we got to do barracks, caravan, portal master. So let's go through and do the portal master and caravan. This could be done really quickly. All right. So this one is 15 days, 15 hours. We're going to use some of these 8-hour ones and just click through them super quick. Yeah. Oh, I just overclicked. Oh well. I wasted like 4 hours and 16 minutes. Okay, so be it. So Portal Master's done. Let's go to Caravan. It requires the warehouse to be up. The warehouse requires the farmer house. There's like a list of different buildings that no matter what you need to have ready in order to get to the next guardsman level, and it's by 5 levels. So it's like the next one to get to guardsman 5 is going to be where the farmer house, the mansion, the warehouse, the temple, the caravan, the portal master, the barracks, the academy, the forge, the consulate, like it's either level 24 or 25 for all of them. So just be prepared. You're going to have to do 5 levels for each one of the buildings, and it's going to start to get expensive on the amount of building resources. So if you're not ready for it, you should be gathering constantly now. All right, so now we got burn down those. Let's just do 2 8s and be done. Okay, now the other thing is that when you're doing buildings and everything, don't forget if you have VIP status, which we do, I think we get the last 20 minutes for free or something like that. So you can shave off a little bit of your speed ups and not have to use them. So our farmer house is up. Let's get our mansion up. And we're only doing 1 farmer house, 1 mansion. We're not going to worry about the rest. So let's go through and get these in. Oh, not that. Let's go level 20. 12 days. So we're just going to use the threes. 1, 2, 3. Good. And we had help, and then we also had that VIP part that got us the rest of the way. So that's up. Now let's get our warehouse up. All right, so we got that going. Let's get an 8, a 3, a 3. Get this down by hours, and then do just bam. Okay, so now that the warehouse is up, now we can do the caravan. All right, with that being said, we can do this. Okay, cool. So let's go through an upgrade. 15 days and 15 hours. I'm going to do exactly what I did before. Burn it down by the hours first, get it to where it's under that threshold, and then hit this hard with the 1-day ones. It's not as precise as, for you guys and everything where you're using the help and you're going to slowly calculate it, get it down to where you're wasting as little amount of speed ups as possible. But I don't think you guys really want to sit here and watch me do like click, 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 click forever. So let's do this. That. I'm just doing this for speed, by the way. Okay, now we got 15 and 15 again. That, and cool. Okay, so we're at 20 for the temple. This should allow it to where our barracks can actually get up now. And we have the barracks right beside our academy. So let's get this 20 up on the barracks. Let's go through it. We got 12 days and 22 hours. So we're just going to use the 3 days or the 3-day ones first. And then let's add an 8, an 8, an hour, and let's do some 15s. There we go. All right, so we're 20 on that. Yay. Now we got the academy. And then we're going to do 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 1. And let's do an 8-hour. And then we can do, somebody helped out. Cool, God, done. Academy level 20. Now, let's go back in. We're going to research. Go into our guardsmen. Scroll on over to our prereqs. And let's go through and hit this up. 70 million. That's not bad. So let's go through and hit speed up. With that being said, we got 28 days. So we're going to build that, or like just dwindle that down with 777. And then we got an 8, and a 3. And then we got a 21 minute. So, yep. All right. That one's 10 out of 10. This one, 70 million. We still have 553 million. We should be good. Let's do it by 7777. Remember, I'm trying to stay at 1,000 for each one of these blues. So I'm going to do 8, 8, 3, a 15, and those. All right. Now we are going to the money ones. The G4s. Straight down the line. 80 million apiece. I thought it was 90 and everything, but yeah. I think the next one, it goes to 900 million for the G5s and everything per troop. All right, so 28 days and 4 hours. 7, 7, 7, 7, and 4 hours. Let's do a 3 and a 1. And accelerate. We have a G4. And then we go through and do this one. The exact same process. 7, 7, 7, 7. And go on up. And let's do a 3. Ah, we got help. Nice. And the last one in order to complete the G4. Not bad playing the game for 4 days and already have it to where, like, Wait, is it 4 days or 3 days? 3 to 4 days. And we have it to where we're already G4. Now, granted, I spent $1,000 and everything. Did I need to? No. But I basically did long-term spending. Like Hercules is a long-term spend. Do you need to get him? No. I could save myself $100 that way. But do I want to get him just to make life a little bit easier on me? Abso-freaking-lutely. So last one. We need a 7, 7, 7. Let's do a 3, 3. And do a 8, 3, 3. Let's do a 15, 15, and a 1. And done! We are now G4. Okay, so granted, I had 313 million and everything, but the good thing is, though, that this video is coming to a close. Okay, so here's the basically what you guys need to be doing. If you're mimicking this, like having it to where you're keeping up and everything, great. Kudos for you. You are now a G4 and everything. If you have it to where you're still working on it, you have an idea as far as what you need to do. Have a certain amount of building resources in order to be able to get there. If you want to get Hercules, get Hercules. If you want to buy some Dragon Orbs, buy some Dragon Orbs. I don't care. It's up to you. It's completely up to you how you want to play your game. But what I can say is that this is what I would highly advise that you do next. Because there will probably not be another strategy video, like strategy guide video, until I am ready for the next push to G5. There's not that much that's going to happen in this game that's really going to dictate it. You know what hero avatar you need. You know the captains that you need. And it's basically a matter of just time. So it will take some time before we get to the next video. You will have it to where you're going to be doing some summoning along the way. You're also going to be having it to where now, because I'm actually a 4, I can go through and get the artifact resurrection, which is awesome. And I've gone through and gotten enough points to where now I got the keys. So for those of you that haven't seen the keys aspect, I'm going to go through and quickly show you. I love how every single time I think that I'm almost done with the video, I'm not really done. So we got 10 keys. Right now we're getting puzzle pieces to basically like something that we don't even have as far as artifacts go. Now we're getting some artifacts. Ooh, ranged units. All right, nice. I like it. Wow, that one sucked. Come on, give me another artifact. Experience is okay, but I want an artifact. Blah, 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 blah. All right. Mithril pickaxe. That's going to help out store ore and everything, but I need the actual artifact. Give me some artifacts, yeah. Yeah, didn't care. All right, we get another artifact. This one is the Valkyrie Dying Dam. This is basically like if you have Wu Zetian, this would be a good idea. Flying unit strength and everything. I mean, granted, you could put this on anyone and everything, but this does help. So that's cool. And I got a good amount of experience on that one. That was nice. We got one more key after this. Of course, they give me crap. And the last one. All right. Well, better than nothing. Don't have a to really do on that one. We have 52 of these scrolls, but like I said to you guys before, make sure that you target who exactly you want. Right now it's Ada. We already did our 30 to get to the 300, past the 300 point mark and everything. So do not use any more elite scrolls at this point. Just wait. because we want to wait till we get the captain that we want as far as the event in order to use that big, huge amount of elite scrolls, or at least 30 of them. All right, so here's your homework. For those of you that are working on getting on up to G4, or if you're at G4, building resources. You need to be gathering them. So, as a part of that, what I would advise is these are our warriors that we use for basically our epic level captains. We also have it to where we can be like flipping them out in order to go through and basically do peacetime. So as a part of that, I'm going to put Carter in because he's going to be hitting crypts in order to keep it to where my clan is happy. I'm going to put Stroor in order to have it to where he can gather resources. So he's going to be gathering constantly. I'll probably also send Cleopatra to go send or to go get it. I'm already at like hitting 2 million. That's funny. Anyways, so go through and have it to where you're gathering resources. Have it to where you start slowly working on that captain and everything. And the next time that you'll probably see a strategy video will be when Armageddon pops up the event. Once Armageddon pops up, I guarantee you I'm doing a video. If it's over Arachne, I don't really see a point in doing a video because you guys should be able to know what to do with Arachne. Like if you don't buy any packages for a while, that price of the Arachne Merc package should drop down to where it's either $99 or $49. And then this way you can afford it a heck of a lot easier. Have it to where you don't forget to feed your dragon if you have gotten G2 already and you've had it to where you've been fighting the epic. The epic and fighting it is the only good way to really get the food for him or her, however you decide to name it. And then go through and start leveling up those buildings. Remember, at this point, the only buildings that really matter is your consulate, your portal master, your caravan, one of your farmer houses, one of your mansions, a warehouse, a temple, the forge, the tar workshop, the barracks, the academy, and the capital. Start working on those, get it to where you're up to around 24 to 25. When you try and go up to 25, I'm pretty darn sure that it's going to give like you need your hero to be at this level for this. Just be prepared for it. It's probably going to be something like level 50 or level 60, just to warn you. So expect to have it to where the next time you see me, hopefully it's Armageddon. I'm going to do Armageddon in order to get Spy Togor to get way the heck up. I might go through and get a Merc package as a part of that. But if you guys decide to do it organically, where you're not spending money, you can have it to where he's fighting hero, not heroic monsters, but rare monsters where the hero has to go through and do the fighting. So if he's fighting rares, then it'll have to be him. And just gradually go through and start working on the game. Like have it to where, hey, these different, go left, go right, go up, go down. Make sure you do those. Like get all the way through them. Gather resources. Go through and gradually start keep on hitting crypts. Make it to where your clan is happy with you. And if you're not in a good clan, get in a better clan. Get in the best possible clan you possibly can be. So that this way you can be prepared because the resources and the gifts and everything else that you need, your clan is going to help you get there. With that being said, that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you want, please hit the like button and everything to this video. Also, you can go through and have it to where you can message me directly. The name is Lefinan, Lefinan. I'm in Kingdom 100 in the very southern, like the bottom edge in the very middle. And you can look for me there. I'm in basically like the middle of that cluster and all. And then you can also leave a comment to the video and all. I'm going to try and check them as best I can, but I got 3 accounts going and I got a whole lot of stuff that I got to do in my personal life. So yeah, it's going to be, I'm going to try my best to keep up with it. But if I don't, I do apologize. You guys have a good evening or a good day, and I will talk to you all later. Expect the next one to be Total Battle How to Strategy Guide Part 7, because I think this one was Part 6. Talk to y'all later. Bye.